Hey everybody, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to introduce you to a fascinating and beautiful hawk watch up in northern Michigan, the Mackinac Straits Hawk Watch. At this hawk watch, you're going to have an opportunity to maybe get a few rarities off of your life list. You're going to meet some amazing people, and if you're into the nerdier side of birding and hawk watching, there is some absolutely fascinating research going on at this site. Let's get into it.
We're heading to the Hawk Watch. Today is a beautiful day.
No longer 41 degrees.
No, it's actually...
That's how you get there, pay attention.
It's pretty nice with a gentle breeze to help the birds fly. The wind is northeast. Very sunny with a few clouds in the sky.
Blue skies of death, folks.
We're hoping to have a great hawk hunt day. We're a little bit late because of last night, so it's already 12:50. We're pretty late for birds. Okay. We'll see. We'll see the number of today.
The Mackinac Straits Hawk Watch is located at the tip of the mitten of the Lower Peninsula of Michigan. It's a beautiful rustic location where the Lower Peninsula meets the Upper Peninsula thanks to an expansive, I think, 7-mile-long bridge. The scenery here is rustic and beautiful, and unlike Hawk Cliff, where you feel somewhat distanced from Lake Erie because you're so high above it, being on a cliff, at this Hawk Watch, you're right on the lake. You really feel that you're on a beach, the lake meets the shore. It's very beautiful. We were pretty excited to attend this hawk watch. We had done some research at home, and we found out that they actually conduct a spring and autumn hawk watch at this location. Of course, we were there in October, so we were there for the fall migration, which was quite exciting. But we were told that the spring migration is really a treat, so we definitely plan on returning to this site. The spring migration features all the species you would expect at a hawk watch that are sort of featured in eastern North America. I was going to say eastern Canada, but of course we're just in the States on this side as the raptors are passing through in autumn or in the spring when they're passing through. Features all the major raptors, but really the specialty here is a red-tailed hawk, and I know many of you love golden eagles, and they get a good numbers of golden eagles coming through this site. There's another little special dude we're going to talk about later, so be sure to stick around to hear about this little migrant as well. To give you a little idea of what you might expect during the spring migration, this year the numbers we're seeing when we check hawkcount.org, we're seeing golden eagle numbers that are getting up into the double digits on single day counts. So even almost approaching the 30s, so in the 20s. This is really exciting to see that many golden eagles in a single day. Red-tailed hawk numbers in April have been in the hundreds for several days. And for me, I kind of wish I had been there on March the 13th. Seems like they had a great day. It would have been so exciting with 201 red-tailed hawks going over and 71 golden eagles passing through in a single day. That must have been spectacular. Of course, besides the awesome birds that you're going to see when you go hawk watching, the other thing that makes it so great is, of course, the people. Before going over to the Mackinac Straits Hawk Watch, I reached out to Ed Pike. I contacted him through hawkwatch.org just to find out if our timing was looking good. And he confirmed that. And meeting him in person, it was so great. This is a gentleman who is the founder of the Hawk Watch with a deep background of independent research into not just raptors, red-tailed hawks, but piping plover, just a wealth of knowledge about birds and this Hawk Watch, and just a great person to have met. We also met, I hope I don't miss anybody, but we met a whole bunch of folks there. Scott, Kurt, Kelvin was the main counter. He was really busy just doing the job, the hard work of keeping track of the raptors as they were coming through. We met Ruth and Kelly. Geez, I'm so nervous when I do this that I'm going to miss somebody. Also, Ed, I think we met Sarah, Bill and Michelle. You know, Hawk Watch attracts all kinds of people, and it's great to talk about how each of them got involved and learn about their background and what their involvement and role is. It was super delightful. You may have noticed that for a Hawk Watch video, there's a stark absence of close-up footage of hawks. Well, that's because during this autumn Hawk Watch, at least while we were there, the birds were very distant. We've heard that they're much closer at spring, and hopefully someday we can go back and see that for ourselves. A truly amazing feature of this Hawk Watch is the amount of really cool research they're doing here. I mean, one of the people that I didn't mention, because we didn't meet, is doing some super cool research. Nick, we would love to meet him someday, is doing some amazing research where he's tagging red-tailed hawks as well as installing satellite transmitters on them and tracking their movement to understand their migration better. And they have a ton of great resources. The Mackinac, on their website, you can kind of track the, you can read about the updates, get updates, see the movement of these hawks, and whatnot. And they're also working with the Red-tailed Hawk Project, sharing data with them to understand even more about the red-tailed hawk. So if you're into kind of the more scientific aspect of birding, the research and what's going on, these sites are a great resource for learning more. So there's another little migrant that I did mention at the beginning of the video, but I haven't come back to yet, and that is the northern Sawet Owl, probably the cutest owl in the world. And I didn't mention him much because it's not really part of the Hawk Watch, but there is part of their research that does banding of these northern sawets during the spring and the autumn, and we were so lucky to have a chance to witness the banding and even see a cute little northern sawet up close, touch their super soft fur, and just learn how they're, more about the research going on with these fascinating little creatures of the night. I hope this video got you excited to take a trip to the Mackinac Straits Hawk Watch. We planned a month-long trip around this gem of a location, and it was totally worth the trip. Spring migration is going on now. It's a great time to check the weather and head out. Maybe get golden eagle off your life list and maybe see some fascinating birds as all the other birds head back to the north. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. We do videos about birding, RV lifestyle, wellness, and all kinds of other things. And we'll see you next time.